crooked path where the walls have fallen, broken me in half. I'm coming to, I will not rest till I lay down my head. I'm gonna go in the depths of Stonehenge.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and other like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela effectians. So we have a brand new Mandela effect for you guys, talking about all these Stonehenges that are popping up all over the world. And this was actually on another channel. Her name is Angel Evin, and I'll try to post a link in the chat first chance I get. But she really did an awesome video. You have to check it out. Basically discussing all these different sites, that are around the world, including one in Lake Michigan. Believe it or not, all these stone circles are showing up all over the world. So, E-Man, do you have that picture, Stonehenge? Those pictures of Stonehenge up?
Yep.
And Theresa, you got some interesting facts you wanted to share with us, right?
Yes.
All right, tell us about Stonehenge. Something that we don't already know, maybe. Let's just hit it hard.
Let me see.
Hey, what's up, Brian Stavely?
Here we go.
Hey, Lisa. How's it going? Nicholas?
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Brian, hold on. My internet's acting up.
Presenting.
Here we go. Hey, Brian.
Yep.
I got a few things about some interesting things about Stonehenge. Stonehenge is in the center of a large number of Bronze Age and Neolithic monuments. There are also several hundred burial mounds in the area and land surrounding Stonehenge. The land surrounding Stonehenge is owned by the National Trust. There are two types of stones that are used at Stonehenge. The larger sarsens, I'm going to spell that S-A-R-S-E-N-S, and the smaller ones are blue stones. There are 83 stones in total. There were originally only 2 entrances to the enclosure. English Heritage explains a wide one to the northeast and a smaller one to the southern side. Its construction was a 1,500-year project. There's a special vocabulary for discussing this sort of monument. Some of the monument stones may have traveled over 150 miles. In its earlier days, Stonehenge was a cemetery. I didn't know that. It's also housed a later sets of remains. Pretty interesting. There's a lot of information here about it.
And the thing is, I got to ask the audience, how many Stonehenges do you really remember, honestly? Let's have a show of hands here. Does anybody remember one, like me?
I just remember.
I remember the one in England.
But apparently they're popular all over the world, similar to, how we have pyramids all over the world now, and even in South America and all these other countries besides Egypt. I mean,
let's see where else they're at.
And not to mention, we have more than one Great Wall in every country. It's not. We might as well just call it the regular Wall of China, because we have, we got the Great Wall of India now. We have the Great Wall of Pakistan. So, I mean, the list goes on.
And soon we're going to have the Great Wall of Donald Trump.
There's replicas everywhere.
Great Wall of Trump, yeah. That's what we're going to have next. So let's talk about where it's at, just in case it changes. It's in Wiltshire. That's W-I-L-T-S-H-I-R-E, England. 2 miles west of Amesbury. So how many stones did you say there were, Theresa?
83, I think that's what I said. Is that what I said, 83?
83.
Okay, I'm sorry. I went to another page. Sorry, guys.
They stand 13 feet high and 7 feet wide, weighing 25 tons.
Wow. I've got something different than you. Mine says 50 tons each.
50 tons each? Okay, Wikipedia is wrong then.
Uh-oh.
5.
That's not the first time Wikipedia's been wrong.
It's a discrepancy. And Stonehenge, by the way, is 1 word, not 2 words.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, E-Man, do you have some more pictures? Because we're going to talk about another great site Are you
Yeah.
going to present your screen?
Yeah, I think I'm doing it already.
Wow.
You got to hit the green arrow to present. Present the desktop.
I actually did
Hey,
already.
Brian.
Yeah.
I guess something interesting. Just one more little thing here. It says, why do they call it Stonehenge? Meaning and origins of the name Stonehenge, it was the Saxons who named the stones Stonehenge, or the hanging stones in the 12th century. Henry of Huntingdon claimed that they were given this name because the stones appeared to float, a claim that is made about many stone circles. And that's how I got the name.
That is pretty awesome. Yeah,
They
Theresa,
think they might be haunted too.
what is it you always tell me? That you're what do you say about you being awake? You're so freaking awake, right? Isn't that what you tell me?
What?
You always tell me that you're like, I'm like so freaking awake or whatever.
Oh, yes. Things happen to me like...
Oh, what is that?
Hello?
Tom, you there?
What was that noise?
Ground control to Major Tom. Tom, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
What happened? Did we
I
lose
had
him?
to get through this noise.
Oh, man.
What happened?
Like radio frequencies interfering.
Wow. I was like, yeah, Brian, I am very much awake. I seem to find residue much easier now. And I'm also seeing a lot more Mandela effects even when I'm not looking for them. So, and seeing changes in real time, watching things merge, watch letters disappear. I'm not surprised anymore.
For me, the Mandela effects are almost like red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. That little game you played as a kid.
Yeah.
You turn away.
Well, what I found really interesting on the flip flops recently, like I discovered that Kansas Dust in the Wind that did a flip flop.
Yes. All we are is dust in the wind. Now, what does it say? Brian, you want to play a little clip of it?
We will.
No, that's what it says now. It used to say, first it was all we are, and then it flipped to all they are, the first line of the chorus.
What?
And then after that, it flipped back to all we are again.
Oh, it went back again?
Yeah, it did a flip flop. That's what I'm saying.
I love flip flops.
Oh, they're my favorite. Tidy Cats. Tidy Cat.
I wish my sketchers would flip flops.
Yeah, who knows?
Don't they have sketchers?
Anything's up for grabs, man, Anything's up for grabs.
Wow. That's crazy.
Even like Hillary Clinton's first name, it had 2 L's originally, then it flipped to 1 L, and then just around the election time, it flipped back to 2 L's.
Actually, yeah, for Hillary, I've got residue, Brian, for both Hillary. Both ways.
I want to say 1L now that I think about it. I never thought about that intently, but yeah, I think it was 1L.
I agree with Brian on that one. I remember 1L, guys.
Well, yeah, I remember it was 2 L's. Then during 2016, around that time or before it was 1 L. And I remember watching, Mandela video showing it flipped to 1 L. But then around election time, I saw it had 2 L's. I said, "What? Wait a second, did that do a flip flop?" And sure did.
Hey, Glow, good to see you. AKA Marilyn Monroe.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
that?
We got Marilyn Monroe in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Ah, how's she doing?
She's doing good, apparently. Wow. I want to talk about our next Stonehenge. If we're ready to move on.
Let's move on.
It's called the Gothic Circle. It's in Germany. Can you pull that one up, E-Man?
Yes, sir. I got it already up.
You got it?
Yep.
All right. Well, to infinity and beyond.
Yep. There we go.
All right, there you go. That's our next Stonehenge, and I was going to tell you a little bit about that one, a little piece of info. The Gothic Circle is a Neolithic structure in Gothic Germany. Its construction is dated approximately 49th century BC.
Wow.
It may thus be the oldest and best known of the circular enclosures associated with the Central European Neolithic. There are some of these structures you'll find said to be gold buried in them hills, in the apparently in the rock circles. Maybe that's how they find their gold. or what rumors about that. Can you take us to the next one, E-Man? Arctic. It's the Arctic Henge in Iceland. Look up the Arctic Henge in Iceland. That was Germany. Now we got Iceland. Definitely interesting stuff. I don't know if it's a Mandela effect per se, but I've never heard of these structures anywhere. They say Arctic Henge, Iceland. Have you got it? Okay. Well, let me go ahead and talk about it. So it started in 1996. The Arctic Henge Project is a monument not only to the country's Nordic roots, but also to some of the neo-pagan beliefs that have arisen in certain areas. It almost looks like have you found it, E-Man? Arctic Henge?
Yeah.
There you go. You know what it looks like, right? It looks like that creature from Beetlejuice trying to swallow him up or something. That sand creature. What is it? The sandworm? Or or maybe like an upside down claw machine or something, But yeah, these are interesting.
It looks like a time machine. I can walk through that door and go on about my business.
That's right.
Wow,
it does.
It looks
wild
like looking.
The next one we have is in Scotland, and it's called the Callanish Stones. It's spelled Callanish Stones, and that's in Scotland. Let me know when you got that up so I can talk about that one.
C-A-L-L.
Yeah, A-N-I-S-H. Callanish. It's in Scotland. All right, yeah, these standing stones. You find anything interesting about these, Theresa?
Yes. What about them?
The Callanish stones.
I'm not aware of those.
Have you ever heard of them? No.
No. I'm not an expert on these stones, so I can't confirm any of these things. Only what you're reading. Okay, Brian.
Yeah. Well, here's some interesting facts. There are an arrangement of standing stones. They're placed in a cruciform pattern with a central circle stone. They were erected in the late Neolithic era, and they were a focus for ritual activity during the Bronze Age. Interesting stuff.
I mean, how many was it? Just one?
Theresa, how many Callanish stones were there gathered? Do you know? Can you look it up real quick? The next one. E-Man, you ready for the next one? It's in Arkham, Russia. It's spelled A-R-K-I-A-M.
A-R-K-I-A-M-A-R-K.
A-R-K-A-I-M. Arkham, not like to be confused with Arkham City Batman.
Arkham. And Russia?
Yeah, Russia. We have another weird circle in Russia.
Man, that looks like a mushroom. Right here.
Yeah.
Look at it, look like a mushroom. The red one.
Is that the Arkham one?
Yeah.
Because it literally means sky and earth. It's known as the Russian Stonehenge and is believed to be even older than Stonehenge itself. Wow. There were some incidents reported, including magnetic anomalies, strange lights, and local fog. There have been people that claim to hallucinate and feelings of disorientation at the site. Astronomers have compared Arkham to Stonehenge due to similarities in latitude, date, and size. Definitely some weird stuff. And what does it look like? It kind of looks like a Nautilus shell or something, right? Or like a mini Colosseum.
Looks like a mushroom.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I think that's...
Man, this is I mean, because this one right here, this one is, it looks like it's an imprint of the red one right here.
Yeah.
It looks like an imprint of that. It don't look like this right here. It looks like an imprint.
I know. See, now that I think about it in that rotation, the way it's orientated right there, it does look like a mushroom. Wow, that first picture we looked at didn't seem like it, but yeah, it does look like a mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
The next one we have is the Wheel of the Nephilim, and it's in Israel. Can you look that one up real quick? The Wheel of the Nephilim.
Okay.
Are these all stones, Brian, that you're talking about?
Yeah, these are all circles, arrangements of stone.
This is deep. I've never studied any of this, so I feel kind of. This is not in my range. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I'm not versed in this subject.
It's okay.
I just feel kind of.
By the way, thank you, Stephen Collins. Appreciate that, brother.
Sorry.
Thank you for donating. Stephen donated $4.99. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Should we do call-outs? Let me see if I can get the group up. I'll try to do some call-outs. Oh, let me see if I can get it up, Brian. All right? I'll do some shout-outs for you.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Sorry. Well, you guys talk about Stonehenge.
Yeah, Wheel of the Nephilim. See it?
I think I'm saying it right. Nephilim, right?
It's yes, that's correct. That's the way it's spelled. Try to get a better image of it. I think it's that first or second image right there.
Right here?
Yeah, pull up that first image. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a Stonehenge in Israel. And apparently, over time, what happens is soil covers it up. But perhaps there's another image we could find with maybe what it used to look like. But yeah, it's another circle arrangement of stones. And that's interesting. And let me see if I can bring up some facts about that one. Okay, the mysterious stone circle in the Middle East is estimated to be nearly 5,000 years old.
Wow.
About the same age as
cool looking.
Stonehenge. It's known in Arabic as Rujum el Hiri, or the stone heap of the wild cat. and Gilgal Rephim in Hebrew means wheel of giants. It refers to the race of giants mentioned in the Bible. So what do you guys think about that? Any comments on the Wheel of Nephilim?
Can I do shout-outs?
Yeah, go right ahead, Theresa. Yeah, thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead and do some shout-outs. That would be great, Theresa. Thank you.
Okay. Preliminals in the group. Hi, Preliminal.
Oh, hi, Preliminal.
Taekwondo. Sharon McDonald. Hey. And our friend Charles. Hey, Charles. Adam for Christ. Hey, Glow 13.
Theresa, there's a comment from Tia Synchronicity 111 or 1111.
Oh wow, a lot of good people in the group. Adam for Christ, welcome.
Has anyone had
Mr. Brian Stavely? He's in the group. Mr. Brian S.
Thank you, Glow, for donations. Thank you, Glow.
And Tia Synchronicity. A lot of good people in the group.
Yep. I wanted to talk just a real second here about Tia Synchronicity 1111. She says here, has anyone had any dreams involving Stonehenge? I heard those things are just as mystical as the pyramids. They give off a lot of energy in certain circumstances. That's true.
I'll have to study up on this Stonehenge so I understand it better, Brian. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, Theresa. If you find any interest,
yeah, this is not my league.
Brian, archaeologist, I can't even say the word there. He's a rock man.
Yeah, you're a rock man. Rock star.
You know, my nickname in high school was Rocky.
So you know a lot about the Stonehenge then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I'll fight a flower, maybe I won't. What do you say? Adrian?
Yeah, Rocky.
Hey, Stonehenge, it's called Adam's Calendar in South Africa. Can you find that one, E-Man?
Stonehenge.
So, it's called Adam's Calendar.
Adam's
South
Calendar.
Africa. Yep. Thanks, you guys. Much love to you all.
Hey,
thank you,
everyone.
Life Matrix.
Hey, Brian, tell them about my group. Brian?
Okay. So, South Africa. Do you have a picture of it? Okay, there we go. It's coming up. Adam's Calendar. Yeah.
He's Adam's Calendar.
Yeah. Adam's Calendar. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
We got Adam's Calendar in South Africa.
Hey, and by the way, you guys in the chat, I want to let you know that you're allowed to mirror any one of my videos. I don't care. Just put the mirror in front. You can mirror my videos all you want. Okay. I'm not gonna copyright any of my videos. You can have them, but just mirror them. You know.
Oh, wait for a second. Let me write.
Mirror on my wall.
He said mirror on your wall.
Yeah. No, mirror on your wall, actually. All right.
No, I'll talk about it, Brian. No,
yeah.
Hold on, I can't find it. Hold on one second. Go ahead, keep talking about it.
Man. Okay, so Adam's Calendar is a controversially suggested to be the oldest man-made structure in the world. It is sometimes referred to as the African Stonehenge, and it predates both Stonehenge and the Great Pyramid of Giza by tens of thousands of years. It's located in I can't even pronounce it, Mpumalanga, South Africa, and is a standing stone circle about 30 meters in diameter, and has been estimated by some accounts to be more than 75,000 years old. Their various astronomical alignments have been identified at the site, and it's possibly the only example of a completely functional, most intact megalithic stone calendar of the world. You have a picture of it, E-Man, so you could show him? Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Oh no, I had to go do something real quick. Hold on, I got you.
Oh, that's funny, man.
No, you're all right. I'm about to put it in there now.
Okay. Definitely interesting. So, wow. I bet you guys wouldn't have thought. I mean, they're all over the world. We got plenty more coming. See what the next one we got here.
Here we go. There we go. It looks like a, almost look like a, what they call that? One of them things they do with the Illuminati, especially as one of the end. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah. I got it up there. I got the picture up there.
Okay. I want to also note that the area surrounding Adam's calendar is extremely rich in gold. There were several mining shafts that have been reported in the area, with one of the richest working mines in the world today being the Sheba gold mine. And it's in Oompa-Loonga. I don't know however you pronounce it. It sounds like Oompa Loompa. It also rumored that the entire wealth of the Anunnaki is hidden here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, see, wait a minute, hold on. The thing is, I don't think they would actually tell nobody that. Because you can actually go find it and dig it up. Unless they got some security. I hope they don't. Because if that's where all the wealth is, I'm going over there right now and get me a shovel. And I'm about to give me some money.
Hey, Brian, let's do some more shout outs for some special guests in our chat. Brian?
Yeah, we have Life Matrix in the chat.
Yes. Hi, Life. How you doing? Welcome.
How you doing, Life? Taekwondo. Charles Villarreal. What's up, Charles?
Thanks for joining us.
Okay, yeah, thank you guys for joining us. There's another great Stonehenge we need to look at. Antiquera. Antiquera. Can you look up that one?
Okay, Antiquera.
Yeah, it's spelled. It's T-E-Q-U-E-R-A.
T-E-Q?
Yes, U-E-R-A.
U-E-R-A.
Antiquera. It's the Spanish Stonehenge.
Oh, Lord.
Hang on. Can I send it to you in the chat here?
Let me see.
Look in the group chat. You'll see I sent it to you. Antiquera.
Okay. Let's see. Now I got. Well, Brian, what? Woo! Brian, how you work?
Antiquera. I know, right? And this.
How do you see it? Hold on, let me see. I'm on the wrong one. I got you.
I'll go ahead and talk about it.
Well, I don't see what you said, but
it's in the group chat. Here, let me send it to
Uh-oh, what happened? Hello?
I'm here. We here.
Salted Cedar in the chat. Hey, Salted. Now I do have to do a special shout out for him because he's been with us since like the very beginning. So thank you, Salted Cedar. We appreciate you, brother.
What's happening, Brian? I keep hearing somebody going in and out.
Hey, are you there, E-Man? You got it?
Yeah, I'm here, but I don't get it. Spell it again.
A-N-T.
A-N-T.
E-A. Antiquera. It's Q-U-E-R-A. Go back, hit the backspace. Yeah, right there. Hit the backspace again, and one more time.
Okay.
No, take out the middle RA. You got too many RAs in there. Oh, wait, there's for you on the top. See the bold showing results for Antiquera.
There we go.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, now pull up a larger image so they can see it, okay? This is another considered Stonehenge.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
Ah! There's a park, and look at all these stones.
What?
Like,
It looks like a village of robots. Little stone robots. Stone robots.
They're 5,000 years old. Megalithic burial sites are the largest structures in Europe and unique that virtually all other similar dolmens in Europe face the sunrise at equinox. And let's see, and it's interesting that they all face natural mountainscapes, including those of El Torcal.
Yeah, they look children. Yeah, they look children, the giant. They look real. They look real. I don't know. I mean, that just looks very interesting. I mean, the way the rocks are cut out, it looks like somebody took a blade and just sliced in them. Especially
it looks like
especially these up here. They're like pancakes.
Wow, who wants to go there in real life? Yeah, Theresa, what's up?
Read your chat, your PM.
Okay, what's going on in the chat?
Just read your personal chat.
And found another Mandela effect.
Oh, just something I need to show you. That's all. Residue related.
Okay. Okay. Can we bring up the next Stonehenge? It's called the Sun Cairn. The Sun Cairn Wheel in Canada. And it's spelled C-A-I-R-N.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Canada. Yeah, Canada. See, it'll probably spell correct you. It's fine. Canada.
I ain't from Canada. There we go. I knew I was gonna get it, but I said, come on. Yeah, no.
Check the spelling one more time. C-A-I-R-N.
C-A-T-A-R-I-N. I did. C-A-R-I-N.
Take the R and the I and flip them. Flip the R and the I. Yeah, R-N.
R-E.
There you go. Cairn, Canada.
That's like a cross.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, look at that. That's so weird.
Look like a cross. Look like some.
Okay.
Look like some donuts on the cross. What's that white stuff on there? Or that's just a picture? I don't know. Let me see.
It's almost like a totem pole.
Man.
But yeah, let me.
No, that
okay, so
that looks like a glazed donut.
Hey, so more than 30 years ago on the remote plains of southern Alberta, Canada, scientist Gordon Freeman discovered a sun temple. His study of the site led him to find incredible similarities due to Stonehenge. This is called Canada's Stonehenge. Not only predates England's Stonehenge by 800 years, but it also predates Egypt's pyramids. Discovers that 5,000 years ago, Britons and Plains Indians made precise astronomical observations at these two sites halfway around the world from each other.
Man, we're going to start calling Brian the rock top, the rock man.
Oh, wait, yes. Oh, my God. Somebody in the chat just mentioned Encino Man. He is synchronicity.
Yes.
Thank you. I was watching Encino Man actually last night. I'm not joking with you. I mean, holy crap, that is a synchronicity right there. Hey, Lisa gave you a compliment, E-Man. E-Man, he said, E-Man is the man.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. You the woman.
That's my
Hey, Brian, will
baby.
you send me the link for the Hangouts?
The link for the Hangouts.
For someone?
Who?
Glow?
Oh, Glow wants to come in? Okay, hold on.
Will you send her the link?
Yeah, I'll send her the link.
Please?
Tom must have left. Tom, you still there?
Okay.
Yeah, Tom gone. He said he ain't know too much about rocks.
Okay, the next one is in Henges, England. That's kind of hard to.
Thorn.
Your guess is Thornborough. Like a Foxborough kind of thing. Foxborough.
Broyo.
BOU.
Hi, guys.
Now go back. Hit the backspace. Backspace.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Backspace.
Hey, Brian, check your PM again. Like, seriously.
Actually, yeah. For Henges. You see it?
Yeah.
There you go. What about my PM?
Hey, Glow. How you doing, girl?
Hi, Brian. Is that the one in Canada that you're showing?
Yes.
Hey.
Actually, this one. This one is in England.
Oh, the one in England? Okay, because the one in Canada actually is 5,000 years old.
Man, this looks bad.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Glow.
And the people praying.
The one
people praying on that one. Well, that card. What is that?
For some reason, I'm having a hard time looking. The one that you're showing now, is that one from England?
That's one of the sacred place, prehistoric Neolithic worship place. It looks like.
And that's the one that mirrors the stars in Orion. If that's the one in England, they built that just like the pyramids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
Cars. That's cars.
Which is kind of ironic if you think about it, because the pyramids were always aligned with Orion's belt, but now they're not anymore. They kind of shifted away from there. So it's kind of weird that this thing here is aligned with the stars of Orion. So it's kind of weird.
I like what that is. Kind of weird. And oh wait, someone's birthday. Oh, okay. Tia Synchronicity says her birthday is 11/1. 111. Yeah, nice. Dean Johnson says Jesus is the chief cornerstone. Yet ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house. 1 Peter 2, verse 5. In the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, we shall be changed. 1 Corinthians 15:52. Great verses. Thank you, Dean, for sharing that. Okay, so let me talk about these hinges real quick, because it's important that we.
Do you see that image in the hinge? It looks like a diamond. It looks like a semi-diamond.
Yeah, but when you look at it, it's really weird. Like I said, they're aligned with Orion's stars, right? Orion's belt. So now if you look at it, it looks like what the pyramid would be. Here's the big one, the center one is the smaller, and the end is the smallest. So it's kind of weird that the pyramids are no longer aligned like that. And this is kind of showing the same kind of alignment.
That is kind of weird, yeah.
That's like kind of residue right here for the pyramids, if you think about it.
Yeah, see, this one right here shows it a little bit better off with the big little.
Right.
And how would they make them perfectly round from the ground? You can't do that. Not unless you have like a string or something where you're going around in a circle like that. No, it would be done from the sky, you would think.
But the pyramid Mandela effect is that it used to be the largest one was the first, right? And then it went in like order, and then the middle, and then the last.
Unless they did like they did,
Right.
they did like they do on Super Bowl, they chalked it. They chalked it first and then cut it out.
I don't know.
Well, let me bring up an image of the pyramid so people can see what we're saying.
Yeah.
E-Man, do you want to do that? Do you want to bring it up real quick? The pyramids.
Yeah.
It's almost like they all look the same size now. Like two of them look almost the same size, and the one looks like the smaller pyramid. And now there's a total of 10 pyramids at Giza.
Yeah, but it looks like it was trying to mimic kind of, straight line, kind of a pointed, aligned with Orion's belt, where we remember the Great Pyramid of Giza. The big pyramid was first, and then it was the middle, and then it was the smallest was last, and that kind of depicts the same thing in this picture. But in this reality, the pyramids have completely changed positions. So, it's just kind of weird. I just think it's weird that they would do that.
Okay. I want to finish talking about Thornborough henges, okay? We're going to go over this one real quick. They're considered to be one of the most important ancient sites in Britain, consisting of a triple henge alignment. It is a complex of 3 circular mounds with ditches and banks that was once part of a larger Neolithic landscape. It was in use for over 1,000 years. Can you imagine that? And historians believe this man-made prehistoric structure had an astronomical significance and was purposely built to mirror the stars of Orion, and it's often called Stonehenge of the North because it is the largest ritual religious site on the British Isles. Yeah, just like you said, it's mirrored to the stars of Orion.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. It's not like that anymore.
It is.
But if you think about it, that's kind of residue. The pyramid. Yeah, let's see.
The area known as the Vale of Mowbray, it's a location known for its concentration of Neolithic and Bronze Age monuments. There's no less than 6 giant henges, almost identical in size and design, located within 10 kilometers, or 6.2 miles of one another.
Wow.
The design of the henges sets Thornborough apart from later Neolithic complexes. It is the world's only triple henge complex, and the 3 henges follow the same off-center alignment in the other triple circles across England. And we have another one. Let's see what the next one is. Karnak. Can you look up the Karnak stones? I think they talk about this on Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, the Karnak stones I've known about for years.
Karnak stones.
Yeah.
Karnak stones.
Just like Adam's calendar, I've known that one for years. The Karnak stones I've known for years.
I remember Ancient Aliens, they were talking about it.
Right. I mean, for some people, it's a new Emmy. They've never heard about it before, but, I've studied all this. And I believe that they definitely are about, I want to say 2,000 years old. Or maybe even more, maybe like 4,000.
Right. The 3 sites on Earth that is said to be seen clearly from outer space. The other 2 locations are said to be the Great Wall of China and the Nazca Lines of Peru, which I've heard the Nazca Lines have changed due to the Mandela effect. At one end of the stones shown at Karnak sits a stone circle, similar to the one at Stonehenge, and on the other end is a rectangle of stones. Both appear precisely placed. That's the key word here, precisely placed, to predict the summer and winter solstice. The alignment of Karnak's many rows of stones reveals a huge Pythagorean triangle covering many square miles. And this is 2,000 years before Pythagoras was on the Earth, before he was there. So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty old, too.
You have them up where people can see them? Yeah, that's it, E-Man. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, so here's going on right now to find out if these stone markings served as sites for astronomy or whether they were aligned with the sun or moon in a special way. But for now, their true purpose remains elusive.
Probably both. Probably both.
Okay, let's see what our next site is. Next one is the Dolmens of North Caucasus, Russia. Dolmens of North Caucasus.
I mean, you think we would have heard of these, though, right? I mean, especially aliens and all that stuff. And I have so many books on Stonehenge and all these things. I mean, I've heard of Adam's calendar and a couple of them, but some of these, like the one in Russia, and I don't know. It's mind-boggling. It really is. They're beautiful too.
It's Dolmens, Dolmens, D-O-L-M-E-N-S, Dolmens. It's in Russia. Okay, this is the Russian Stonehenge. Okay, so in the Russian Caucasus Mountains, there are hundreds of megalithic monuments called dolmens, D-O-L-M-E-N-S. Archaeologists have not yet discovered their use. These megalithic dolmens dated from 10,000 to 25,000 years ago, according to the website. So other archaeologists put the age of these megalithic structures at 4,000 to 6,000 years old. Wow, guys. Now, here's the other thing to note. It is rumored that skulls, possibly of ancient alien origin, were found at one of the dolmens. Also discovered in the area was a briefcase, embossed with the Nazi insignia. Oh my gosh. The Nazis were in on it too. What's more is inside the case was a 1941 map of Adygea. It's spelled A-D-Y-G-E-A, and it was remarkably detailed. Oh my gosh. So the Nazis were there. Well, you know, Hitler had a fascination with aliens.
Yes, he did. And a lot of people don't know that.
The next one is in Miami, in our home country, USA, called the Miami Stone Circle. It's not as impressive, but we'll talk about that one too. Let's look at that one now. The Miami Stone Circle.
Yeah, that one's kind of weird because I think that one was discovered in like 1998 or 1999. I mean, I live in Florida. I've never heard of that.
All right, so let's talk about this one. The Miami Stone Circle. Have you got it, E-Man? Okay, the stone circle consists of a perfect circle measuring 38 feet of 600 post molds that contain 24 holes or basins cut into the limestone bedrock. On a coastal spit of land surrounded by a large number of other minor holes. It is only known evidence of a prehistoric permanent structure cut into the bedrock in the eastern United States, and it considerably predates all other known permanent settlements on the East Coast. It was discovered in 1998, and the site is believed to be somewhere between 1,700 and 2,000 years old. You guys see that? Amazing, isn't it?
Brian, what's that? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but what's that stone sculpture? There's another one in Florida, not sculpture, but it's like the guy made it for some girl.
Yeah.
What's the name of that place?
It was on Ancient Aliens.
Oh, I can't. Sandcastle. What is it
called? It's called the Coral Castle.
Coral Castle. Now you would think with all the publicity that Coral Castle got, how come we never heard of this in Miami?
I know, right?
That's a little weird.
Where was the Coral Castle?
I think that's. I want to say
in Florida.
Yeah, it's in.
Yeah, right. It was in Florida.
But I think it's in.
He did it. This man did it between 1923 and 1951. A single man did it without any heavy machinery. Moved 1,000 tons of limestone.
Yeah, and
that was
Homestead, Florida. And it was opened in 1920. But the thing is, how come we never heard of this? Because that's not too far away. It's in Dade County, Miami. So it's kind of weird that we never heard of this.
I know, it's right. You know,
kind of like
the next one is Nabta Playa. Your guess is as good as mine here, but actually it's Nabta, and then like playa. You know, like the slang version of player, like playa. You know, Nabta Playa, ancient Egypt.
Brian, you want to introduce everybody because people are getting confused who we are.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so Glow, go ahead and
say your
something.
name, say who you are, because everybody thinks you're me.
Okay, I'm Gloria. I'm Glow 13.
I'm Theresa Lynch. I'm the one who has the reality residue hunter. I'm the girl with the short red hair, which don't have an accent. Well, sometimes I'll say y'all come back now. So that's Gloria. She's got the New York accent, right, Gloria?
Yeah, I got in.
She's a blonde-headed girl. I'm the one with the fake red hair. And the residue hunter and the one in charge. I'm the founder. Actually, Cassie, I'm going to have to give Cassie credit. She's the one who jump-started this, and I've just pretty much taken over with everybody's help. And I want to thank Brian and Gloria and everybody the moderators and admins and everybody who's helped me with this group. And I'm real excited about it. I'm pretty much like, I think I'm one person away from 1,200. Yay, let's celebrate.
Are you talking about
Theresa?
You are talking about your Facebook.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Reality Residue Hunter. And I know there's a lot of listeners that Brian has. As I told everybody before, I know there's dozens of different Mandela groups out there, but I am not strict at all, guys. The only thing I ask is no trolls, right, Gloria?
Yeah. And
and certain types of religious, you can explain that one.
Yeah, it doesn't follow a specific religion, and everybody's welcome from all walks of life. And Theresa,
yes.
I posted your link, and I keep posting your link every 10-15 minutes in case those, just
thank you. And guys, I am not put it this way. The other groups, they get mad when you post things about like the older residue, like Febreze and Skechers, which is the one that drives me crazy. And they don't like you posting all this old residue anymore. Because they're like, well, we're moving on to the new residue. Well, guys, remember, in the group, we have new people who are just waking up. And the other groups forget that there's new people waking up. They have not seen the old residue that we've already been through a year ago. And that's what's different about my group, guys, is I want people to feel free to post old residue, new Mandela effects, and if you have residue to back it up, that even makes it even better. I am not strict at all, right, Gloria?
No, not at all.
I'm not going to yell at you guys. I'm not like that. I am far from it. I've been in your situation. I've been in the situation where I've been in other groups. I got yelled at for posting like an old residue about something that was about a year ago because it was new residue for me, but it was an old effect. I got yelled at. I was in tears. I'm like, you know what? It was time to get a different type of group where people can come and not feel like they're going to be persecuted and slapped on the hand. Oh, no, you can't, you can't do this. You can't do that. My group's completely different.
Right.
Completely. And people love it. And we've had so much positive feedback. I love everyone. You know what I mean? I love my members. And I mean, any suggestions or comments, feel free to tell us. I mean, I try to post a little bit of everything in the group, even some weird stuff.
Yeah, but the good thing about you is that you give people a chance to talk about their personal experiences.
Yes. And I want you to talk about your personal experiences. I mean, we've all had some really strange ones, things changing colors, spigots turning all weird, right, Brian?
Yes.
Wires changing colors, cable wires going from white to black, switches being upside down. I've seen a set of trees last Saturday. This one freaked me out. I go by this place every weekend, and all of a sudden there's these two lines of trees, and I know they weren't there before because the dirt you could tell.
Moment, we're getting on to the next one, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry, but anyhow, guys, Reality Residue Hunter. Okay. I'd love to have you join. I love to have you join. Sorry, Brian, I didn't mean to do that. I went out on a tangent.
Not to play, okay? These lines, notice how all these standing stones, right? E-Man, you have it?
Yeah.
Stones. Got it. Stones.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Harold. How's it going?
Hi, like my new...
Hi, Harold!
There's my new icon.
Welcome. Yeah. We love you. We love you.
Thank
we love you.
Hi, Harold.
Welcome.
Hi, Gloria. How are you, honey?
This guy's awesome, guys. If you're listening, Harold, he has been around a long time.
Yeah, I've noticed a few things lately. Number one, I'm sorry, I want to bring this up before I talk about the stones.
Go ahead. We're ready for any new ones. Throw them at us.
Yeah, I'm 85% of all cotton products have Roundup in the product.
Oh my goodness!
They were tested.
What? Wait, what?
85%. Yeah, La Planta University scanned a bunch of cotton stuff, and they found that 85%. Yes, weed killer. According to the study from La Planta University, 85% of all cotton products have this glyphosate in it, and that is in Roundup as a weed killer.
So that's included.
And that includes all feminine products that contain cotton. So if you use pads, if you use tampons, if you use whatever you're using, there's a really good chance that it has this in it. Now, this is according to the University of La Planta. So this is not me. I'm not saying it. It's not coming from me. It's coming from a university study. They said that about 85% that they
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
They contain glyphosate.
Yeah, that includes your cotton balls. Includes cotton swabs. It includes.
I use all this stuff.
Certain kinds of cotton bandages. So you have a small cotton bandages you use. It's in there too. And I guess the United Nations was forced to admit that this stuff was being used and put into things, and that it's poison, and it's a human carcinogen, basically.
So what about when you buy Tylenol and it has the cotton in there, then that has it on it?
It's possible it's on there too.
Oh my goodness, they're poisoning us.
It's possible that it's on there.
Are you serious about this, guys?
I sent it to you. I sent you.
I work cotton, you know what, all the time.
Well, I sent you the link. I sent you the link so you can look at it. I sent Gloria the link. She can look at it.
Yeah, you open it.
Well, that's not amazing. I mean, because if you look at it, cotton is a plant, so they gotta get the weed. Get the weeds out.
They're saying about 90% of all the cotton may be GMO. So
just like the food. They got to get the weeds out. They don't know how to get the weeds out without spraying something.
So they got this is all but see, here's the problem. It's a carcinogen, and especially in feminine products, you're putting it directly into your body. You know what I mean? Like it's now internally, going right to your bloodstream. So yeah, so literally every time you use it, you may be killing yourself.
I think everything that's man-made have some kind of toxins in it. If it ain't
probably most likely plastic products do. I don't know that to be true. It's possible.
I mean,
you know,
guys,
I've heard it in the past, but you know, it's.
What's up, Brian?
You know. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I'm saying you guys see what Coca-Cola does to car batteries.
Yeah.
You imagine you're.
Oh God! Don't tell me this. I drink two Cokes a day, guys.
Well, yeah,
2 to 3 Cokes a day.
Coke used to have cocaine in it. Coke used to have cocaine in it, so.
It used to have, yeah. Now it just has.
Well, sure in hell ain't getting high off of it.
Now it just has acid in it.
That explains my stomach feeling messed up from drinking all this Coke. It's probably tearing the inside of my lining.
You never did that science experiment in school where you get a nickel and you put it in a bottle of Coke?
Oh, Lord, guys, don't tell me this because I really enjoy my Coke.
Completely disintegrates.
Well, you know what you can do? You can take a Coke, a can of Coke, and pour it in your toilet, and it'll clean your toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
Yeah. It'll clean
Have a sip of my
bowl.
Coke, dumps them in the toilet. That's a good idea. Even if dub.
Say you burn your pots. If you burn your pots really bad, just soak it in Coca-Cola and it takes.
No way.
Yeah, it takes the burnout. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to cut down on the Coke now. Now y'all told me.
You scrub your throat with Coke.
You could, yeah. You could put it in your bowl. You could put it in your pots. You could put it in all kinds of things. It's useful for a lot of things, just not probably so good for drinking.
Well, they say it's okay because we pass it through the urine quickly.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I don't trust that. All speculation, and I don't know that, but I know what it's good for. I know it works on the toilets. Yeah. I know that for a fact.
That is scary.
I won't drink it.
It cleans it right up. So if you have a dirty bowl, it'll clean your bowl nice.
How about Pepsi? Does Pepsi do the same thing?
It's a liquid.
Never know. Give it a shot. Never know what it might eat the other stuff up too. I don't know. Again, hearsay, don't know it, but there you go.
Hey guys, we're on to the next stone structure. I wanted to talk about this.
Is that the one with? Did you see the one with Abraham Lincoln's head on it? It appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah, is that the one you sent me?
Yeah, there's a new one that's like this big, huge block of concrete. I mean, it looks like a big, huge rock stone, and it's got Abraham Lincoln's head on it. I've never seen this thing in my life. And they're saying, "Hey, it's a new meme." I'm like, really?
Yeah, we're seeing all these before. And then there's like 43 Stonehenges.
Yeah, isn't there? Stonehenge everywhere. You call them Stonehenges. So we got a lot of hinges, and the bodies grew on the heads on Easter Island. You know that one. That's one.
What? No.
Yeah, the
Brian,
Easter head.
Can you show a picture of that?
Easter Island heads now have bodies.
What?
Oh yeah.
What happened to their bodies? The breasts? We know about that one. Is there new changes?
No, the whole body. They got a whole body on there. It's all.
No way.
Legs too?
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about
Brian, bring up the pictures. Bring up the pictures and show the people.
Show the first.
I'm showing this Abe Lincoln, this crazy Abe Lincoln.
There's the Abe Lincoln.
That's driving me crazy.
I don't know where that came from. I never saw that before.
That's interesting.
Oh, Brian, you need to tell Harold about what that happened about what.
Yeah,
about the book.
Yeah, tell me about the what.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Can we talk about it?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. The book.
If you say
yes.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about that toward the end. We need to talk about Mount Rushmore.
Okay, we're going to talk about the what at the what end.
Yeah, I know the what's now. Now I know what your what's. Okay, now where did this Abraham Lincoln thing come from, Brian?
My book.
I don't know. It's strange that it's there now.
Where?
Ooh, you need to explain this to him. It's not going to make sense.
Where is it? Where's the
I
Abraham
want to see
Lincoln?
where it is. Hold on, I'm looking it up now. It's fresh stuff, you know.
Brian, you might as well
fresh off-
talk about it now because it's not going to make no sense to Harold.
She's going nuts.
Brian, just let me tell the story.
Hold on. What?
The Abraham
You want
Lincoln.
to tell the story?
Where's the Abraham
We're
Lincoln?
gonna wait till the end to talk about that. We're talking about Stonehenges.
Stonehenges.
Oh, Stonehenges. Never mind.
We have to
Yes.
play our hinge up now.
Now,
Okay.
how many hinges do we have? I know of 2, 3.
We have a ton. You get it? A ton.
A ton of hinges? Okay, where at? In the United States?
Yeah, there's one in Miami.
Sweet.
There's one in Lake Michigan.
Sweet. I know where there are pyramids in New York.
Really?
Yeah. Right on the beach.
Hey, did you guys know there's a super volcano near Vermont?
Yes. Which one is that? Vesuvius, or is it a caldera?
I don't know.
Where is it?
New England, I know that.
Oh, the super volcano? Huh.
Yes, there's a super volcano.
Didn't know about that one. That's a new one. New one on me.
I never on the East Coast like that. I always
I
thought they were
never
on the
heard of
West.
one in New England.
Oh, I got a member. Yay! Thank you guys for joining.
But we do have one. The pyramids are on the beach near Montauk Point on Long Island. They had pictures of pyramids. They had pictures of these pyramids.
Yeah.
That appeared on Montauk Point on the beach.
Wait, Montauk Point?
Yeah. There was some these stone pyramids.
Pyramids.
Yeah.
No,
a pyramid.
There was no pyramid.
I've seen it.
Mandela.
It was in a book about. It was in a book.
Oh, Pyramids of Montauk.
Yeah.
Trying to find some images.
Yeah, it was there because it was in a book on Montauk on the Montauk project, and they showed pictures of it on the beach.
There was never any pyramids when I was there.
Yep, I was there, and I actually got to the radar installation, but they got people roaming around there, stopping people. It's supposed to be a park, but you're not allowed in. It's one of those you're not allowed into parks, you know. Apparently, but it's a public park. You're just not allowed to go there.
That's weird.
Guys going.
How about Nabta Playa, ancient Egypt, right? Nabta Playa. Have you heard of it?
Nabta Playa. No. Where is it?
It's in ancient Egypt.
Okay.
And the lines shown coincide with the rising positions of 3 prominent stars during the period of 3700 BC.
Wasn't the pyramids lined up that way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used.
Brian.
Yep.
I just want to let you know, because I got you mirrored on my channel, so we got 10 people over there. We got Cowboy, Mickey 73. We got Nauticus. We got Stonebender.
Hey, Party Puppy.
Yeah.
Hey, Party Puppy. We should get him on your show, Brian. Party Puppy.
I know.
Party Puppy, you want to come on Brian's show?
We got transmission, so we got some people watching on 2 channels, so I just wanted to let you know, I don't know what they're saying. Well, I actually do know what they're saying.
Allie Taylor's here. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Allie.
Hey.
What's up, girl?
Yeah, what are they saying? What are they saying?
Yeah, they're just commenting and talking to one another. Because I already let them know that we're actually mirroring your channel on my channel. So I didn't want to ignore this because there's about 12 now. So
Hold on. What about Eli Whitney?
He's black.
Oh, Eli Whitney turned into Eli Whitney.
What?
What?
Wait a minute. No. I'm going to look that up, Brian. Is that a possible new ME?
I think they mean that in this life he's white and not black.
I thought meant the name.
In reality, he was a black slave. I know that.
Yes, most of us remember him being black, right, Brian?
Yeah, he was.
There's a lot of. We actually did a video before, Brian, and I gave you a whole bunch of residue for that. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, tons of residue. There's residue everywhere for everything.
I know we were celebrating him on African. What was it? February the
African American.
Yes.
Yeah, and at school they used to do reports. I think I did a report one time on him, and they'd have Black History Month and different things.
So what? He turned white.
Yep.
Yeah, he turned white now.
And by the way, did you know there was an African American invented the traffic light? Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so let's see. While we're talking about Egyptian,
right?
The first of the.
This is a Stonehenge lined up in Egypt.
The first of these was Sirius, the dog star, related to Isis by the Egyptians.
Yeah.
Sirius is the brightest star of the night sky and also important to later Egyptians.
Okay.
As its appearance heralded the annual Nile floods.
Okay.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
No.
The second star alignment is Dubhe, which is the brightest star in Ursa Major, which is the Big Dipper. And there are also alignments to stars in the belt of Orion, as with the pyramids of Giza. So that's Nab to Playa.
Okay.
The next one.
Here's the problem. That can't be, because now we're in the spur of Orion, so the stars would have changed.
Mm-hmm. They would have shifted.
Yeah. So.
But how is it possible we moved halfway across the galaxy?
Yeah. So that it wouldn't be lined up anymore, right?
Right. That's what I was saying. It wouldn't be.
Yeah. No.
E-Man, can you bring up the next Stonehenge? It's in Australia.
Wow, they're all over the place. Brian, how many are there total? Stonehenges.
Could you please bring that up?
Yeah, let me. I was just talking to them over there, the other channel. I had you muted. I was talking to them. So let me get back.
Okay.
How many?
That's what I want to know.
He's got some people over there watching his channel right now because he's got his channel mirrored with mine right now so that he could broadcast over there too.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And so what you wanted me to look up?
It's Stonehenge in Australia. Believe it or not, we have one in the land down under, or is it the land not so down under now?
Yeah, it's the one that's right around the corner, up the block.
So let me talk about this one while you find that. Stonehenge, Australia. I'd be a great tour guide, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you know.
Very good. I'd go on your tour. I'd give you a good tip.
Sure, you go everywhere.
I'll give you a $5 tip.
Look at that.
It's dubbed North England. Little is known about this site due to the fear of vandalism of
who built it.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Its location has never been disclosed. The mysterious site is also believed to contain 181 standing stones, including sandstone rocks that don't appear to have occurred there naturally. Because the closest sandstone deposit is more than 20 kilometers away.
Really?
And at that time, there were no tools to move them that distance. So how did they do it?
Yeah, good question. When was it supposed to be built?
Stonehenge.
Do you have the picture, E-Man? Stonehenge.
Australia, boy, don't see.
I think those are Stonehenges.
Oh man, no, man.
That's Stonehenge, not hinge.
No.
No, they look like.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
They're nice hedges.
Pretty nice.
not a hinge.
This is fun. Ancient aliens on steroids here.
There we go.
You got it up so they can see?
Yeah.
Australia, Stonehenge.
You know, Brian, there are more than what's on that video.
Yeah, of course. I know the stone.
Yeah, there was a lot more. She just didn't get around to it, but there are a whole lot more.
Okay, there's a Stonehenge in India now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I actually looked at a list of all of them.
Stonehenge in India. It's BYSE Stonehenge.
Really?
Researchers have speculated that the stones could be dated prior to 1000 BCE, through though carbon dating is yet to be done. As of March 2012, using computer simulation, the researchers concluded that at least one of these alignments has a strong astronomical association, which indicates that the site could have been an ancient astronomical observatory.
Oh, great.
There you go. More stars. That's what this is leading to.
Here's the question I have for you.
Wow.
Here's a question I have for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a list of all of them. Here we go, Brian.
Why do you think?
Theresa, hold on now.
Why do you think?
I was talking. Sorry.
Why do you think that they had all these star observatories unless there was something very important to do with the stars? Like there was something coming or something going to happen at a specific time when the stars were aligned in a specific way. So obviously they built these observatories to check this out. Now I notice in Ireland there is a mound. They have one of these mounds in Ireland, which if you look through the mound, it aligns with the sun in a specific way on a specific day once a year. Okay, and it was used as an observatory. They used it to observe the one day a year when the sun would come through that specific hole, and it would go all the way through the mound to the outside. It would line up. So there has to be a reason behind it. There has to be a purpose. It's not, they don't build these things. I mean, can you imagine how much effort it took to build that thing?
Right.
They wouldn't have done that for just nothing.
I agree.
Had to be some reason. And what I think is, I think that at a specific time, something was supposed to happen. And I'm guessing, now they used to say, well, the Earth was going to flip over every 10,000 years or 14,000 years. Well, I don't know if that's the reason they did it. Maybe it had another reason. Maybe they knew something we didn't. Like perhaps, that reality was going to start changing around this time.
Like the Mayan calendar, like they predicted.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe people shifted to another reality every 12,000 years. Maybe that's what happened to the Mayans. Or they disappeared.
Maybe they got taken up in a spaceship.
Well, they say, now I don't know how true this is, but supposedly there was this door that was in a stone wall. And they said that occasionally this door would open and it was like a wormhole to another place. And
yes.
Somebody went through the door. There was this guy who actually went through the door. He was there on a specific day and it opened. He did this, I don't know what he did, but the door opened and he went through it.
Isn't that was that a Machu Picchu, that door?
Somewhere there. And he ended up in a laboratory, basically. Yeah, and they said that supposedly, now this is all speculation, guys, so don't shoot messenger. But they said supposedly that these aliens, or whatever they are, they created our galaxy. And they did it as a science experiment, basically.
Like Prometheus, the movie.
Yeah, they did it as a science experiment. And apparently it got away from them.
What are you asking me to bring up, Brian?
I was going to ask you if you could bring up that Mayan doorway, the stone Mayan doorway, so people can see it.
And there was a guy, I don't know the guy's name right offhand, but I remember the guy. I remember the story. I remember the story he told.
It's a big mystery.
And the Mayans left, they left stories about people coming through the doors. You know, and they thought they were kings. You know, but they weren't kings. They were just people dressed like kings who are apparently scientists.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, that's
the
one
next
thing.
Believe it or not, we're on number 16 right now.
You're talking about this one right here?
Let me see.
You see the doorway?
I don't see the doorway.
Can you bring up your screen, E-Man? We can't see.
Okay, let me go back. Okay, let me go back to share.
Yep,
blind. I see.
It looks like just a doorway.
Whoa, Infinity Beyond.
I can't make it bigger.
That's the Mayan doorway. You guys see it?
Yeah, it's possible that's the doorway. It's just a door in rock.
Right, you're talking about right here.
No, I don't think that's it. I don't think
that's not the door.
No, that's not it. It's a solid. It's a
solid door.
Yeah, it's a solid rock, but the door is just kind of carved. But there's no entrance to the door. It's just a carving.
No, it's just like a solid rock, and the rock disappears.
Right.
And it becomes a doorway.
Is that it right there? The third picture?
I can't tell. It's
click on that third image. Yeah, that one. Click on that one. That one might be it. Is that it right there?
I don't know. I can't. I can't tell if that's See, the one I'm talking about is it has rock. It's just rock and like a ledge of a door.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know the guy's name right offhand. It was something Christopher, I think. I'll have to look it up. I have it on my history, and I can look it up. I watched a video about it, and I know that this doorway, it opens up, and it's basically an Einstein-Rosen bridge. That's what it is. You know, it links 2 points in space, and
that almost makes me watch Sliders again.
Yeah, it's an Einstein-Rosen bridge. Yeah, because it links 2 places in space. And when this thing opens up, he walked through it. Supposedly, he had to do some sort of, I forget. Oh, I know what the story was. The story was he had a shaman come there with him. And the shaman said that they came to the door, and he asked the shaman to show him how to open the door. And the shaman did. He showed him. And then he did it, and he opened the door and walked through. It was just like maybe that's the door. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. It could be that door. It's just concrete. It's just like a stone door. But it's
Jesus said. Can I mention someone comment from the chat, you guys?
Sure, absolutely.
Dean Johnson says, Jesus said, "Show me a penny," or "Show me a Lincoln." Luke 20:24. Abraham Lincoln on Mount Rushmore now has a hand. Perhaps representing the giving away of goods for the sale of the gospel.
Could be.
Show me a Lincoln. What?
Show me a Lincoln.
What kind of Lincoln?
No, he said Jesus says, "Show me a penny" in Luke 20, verse 24.
Luke, oh man.
But then they always say penny, or
no, but penny. It was supposed to be denarius, and now it's penny in the Bible.
It was a dinar.
Denarius, penny.
Denarius. Man, they didn't use.
Denarius.
They didn't use.
What version? What version? What version?
It was either that or it was.
KJV.
The silver. It was silver coin. The 12 silver coins.
But it's a KJV, right?
Yep. Okay, so the next 16.
Okay.
The Zorats Karer. It's spelled Zorats. Zorats.
ATS.
Type in Zorats Armenia. Armenia. You'll find it. Armband. Armenia.
Let's see.
Let's see if it. No, it's tough. Zorats. Put an S on the end of Zorat. Yeah. Zorats. No, go backspace 2. Backspace. Go all the way back to the T. Yeah. Now type in the S. And then Armenia. Yeah, there you go. Is that second one? Yep. Yep, that's it. Okay, that's another Stonehenge.
Where's that?
And what's interesting, this ancient site is often called the Armenian Stonehenge. The truth of it is, what it is may be even more fascinating. According to researchers, this site could be among the world's oldest astronomical observatories. It is at least 3,500 years older than the British Stonehenge. Collection of many impressive and unique astronomical objects was also unearthed there too.
Where's Vegas now?
Now we have another place here. It's called the Whispering Knights. Has anyone heard of this one?
No.
Nope.
Actually,
nope.
It's called the Rollright Stones. Look up the Rollright Stones in England. I'm beginning to see a connection here with all these standing stones. It seems like astronomical observatories now. But they could also be burial grounds too, you know? I wanted that too.
I think a lot of these things that they say are burial grounds are more than likely used for something else.
There you go.
I think that's just a go-to. When they have nothing else to call it, they call it a burial ground.
You talking about right there?
Maybe it was just a place where they would stand in the middle and get different kind of frequencies that could resonate through there and stuff.
Probably.
Healing properties and stuff.
I saw one in a forest in, where was it? It was near Transylvania. It was actually in Romania, but it's like near Transylvania. There's a forest where there's a lot of weird things happening. They say people disappear, things catch on fire, out of nowhere. It's like you're walking along and it just poof, catches on fire. And there's a specific area of this forest where they think that the people that live there think it's haunted. They won't go there because weird things happen there. They said there's a circle that no grass ever grows. And they go there, and if they walk into it, it makes you dizzy, and it makes you your spirit feel like it's going to leave your body. And it is really weird. I mean, it's like the frequencies there are horrendous.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why all of these circles. What is the purpose of a circle? Is meaning of completion or continuous? Because more of the stones that we've been looking at is dealing with circles.
But they tested the EMF readings in them, and they tested the frequency. Everything is completely off. It's completely different in those circles.
Wow.
You know, the same thing with the pyramids. Inside the pyramid, you know.
But I think the pyramids were used for something other than what they said they were used for. I think they were
healing chambers, to be honest with you, because the way people feel when they're in there, and the
either that or they were power generators.
I was thinking they were power generators. But let's talk about this.
By the way, Mitt Romney won the Utah Senate primary runoff.
Well, that's good. Is that good?
I guess he's going to go back to. He's going to be running off for the Senate. So.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, all of these. I don't even follow politics no more.
I don't either, but
it's all hand-picked. All hand-picked.
You remember that famous William Shakespeare phrase, something about the world is a stage and we're but mere actors?
It's my favorite quote. All the world is a stage and all the men and women are merely actors.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, let's see. The earliest monument right here, you see the picture that E-Man has up?
Yeah.
The earliest monument is the Whispering Knights, which dates from as early as 4000 BC. Stone Circle was constructed around 2500 BC, and the single king stone was added around 1800 BC. Unlike the other stone circles, Stonehenge and Avebury, Rollright does not have any significant astronomical alignments. See, that's different than the rest. Other than a view of the midsummer sunset, the precise purpose and use of the stone circle remains a mystery, but the other two monuments were used as burial sites.
Well, there was also another thing they said that the stone circles could be used for, and that was for spaceships to land on it.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. Spaceships that come down and land on it.
Maybe Scotty.
Well, I don't know if it's that or, I'm getting to the point now where I believe that our world was much more advanced at a different time, and that something happened and it wiped it out, and then we became, we had to come back from that because, I mean, they show things are popping up that shouldn't be there. You know what I mean?
I said that a long time ago. That's everything. Like what they always saying, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling people. That's what I was telling people about the beginning of the Bible. The beginning of the Bible tell you there was something here that had a significant technology because to have it to rain 40 days to wipe out a creature that never seen it rain before. I mean, they must have had some kind of technology because you can have it rain for 4 days in Chicago, and they talking about floods and get sandbags, and we got all kinds of drainage. And you had it rain 40 days and 40 nights. What are you trying to wipe out?
From what I understand, giants, but that's beside the point. We're not going to go there.
Man, would you take us to the next site, please?
Yes.
We're looking at the Taulas of Minorca. It's spelled Taulas.
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 LAS.
S is in Sam. Of Menorca.
Minorca.
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 Is it Minorca?
Minorca. M-E-N. Minorca.
Minorca is most well known for 13 Taulas. These stone megaliths are said to resemble Stonehenge, and many have wondered about the mysterious origins of these things. German archaeologist Waldemar Venn believed they were prehistoric calendars. The ancient people of Minorca, who created these Taulas over 3,500 years ago, followed the moon and accurately predicted lunar eclipses. Wow.
So it predicted eclipses. How?
That's what I want to know.
Because apparently
the moon,
as a calendar.
They discovered.
Yeah, but how?
They discovered that the moon shifts 1.5 degrees per year.
Okay. I discovered that the moon looks like freaking somebody squished it today, but that's beside the point.
We're
not going to talk about that.
I'm gonna make me a stone circle. I'm gonna go over there. I was just in Wisconsin, and they got a whole lot of fields. I'm gonna make me a whole lot of rocks. I'm about to name it.
There you go, Eman.
Name it. Emana.
I'm gonna say the Mandela Soul Circle.
Yeah, there you go. And what does it track? It tracks the fake moon.
Right. I'm gonna put some mud on it and some slime and act like it's been there for ages.
Ages.
Hey,
Look at that.
E-Man, can you bring up the next one? We're on number 19. It's the
How
Ring
many
of
do we
Broad.
have? How many do we have? 20 what?
There's like 20 something here. The Ring of Brodgar. It's B-R-O-D. B-R-O-D-G-A-R. B-R-O-D-G-A-R. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So this is in Scotland.
Okay.
So apparently a lot of stuff here around this area.
That looked like that first one that we looked at. That looked like that first one we looked at. It looked the same way. That's in the middle with the little lines. Remember I said it looked like Illuminati? That's exactly what that looked like.
Maybe the Illuminati did it.
It does look
stuck
like
out
that.
there and got it.
Russians did it. No.
Russians. It's the Russians. Gotta go get them.
It's a Neolithic henge, stone circle in Orkney, Scotland.
Orkney.
Most henges do not contain
name.
stone circles. However, this is a striking exception, ranging with Avebury and a lesser extent Stonehenge among the greatest of such sites.
Well, it's not really a hinge so much as a circle.
I mean, and look at that water. That water look off over there. Look like that water.
Yeah.
That water ain't got no kind of. How they got two?
It don't really. It kind of don't look like a hinge though. I'm not digging the hinge.
It look like
probably
somebody
more or less stones.
Look like somebody put some gingerbread men on.
Yeah, it looked like little rocks. Look, little rocks.
I don't know if we're looking at the same picture.
Kieran and Baxter.
Yeah,
that might.
It looked like a circle to me. It don't really look like a hinge.
Probably if you zoom in on it, you can see rocks that are standing upright. That's probably.
You think so? You think so, Gloria?
That's it.
Let me see.
It's probably just one pebble sticking up.
one pebble sticking up. Bunch of little stones going on there.
Yeah, look, you could see those rocks standing up.
Oh, can you see them? All right. It looks like a rock.
They look real.
Supposed to be. They're supposed to be.
Look like something real small to me. I mean,
it says the ring originally had 60 stones. 27 remain standing at the end of the 20th century. The tallest stones stand at the south and west of the ring, including the Comet Stone. There's a Comet Stone there.
How big was it?
Southeast. The tallest stone is 4.5 meters tall.
Okay, so it ain't that big. Looks like somebody went around and kicked him over.
Right, and it looked like a piece of board. It looked flat.
Okay, the next one is in Sundiki, Siberia. We have one in Siberia.
Sundiki. Okay, let's look at Sundiki.
S-U-N-D-U-K-I.
Sundiki.
S-U-N-D-U-K-I.
B-U-K-I.
Sundiki.
Oh my gosh.
Sundiki.
That's crazy, Theresa.
Sundiki, Siberia.
Talk about it toward the end.
Sundiki what?
Siberia.
Siberia. Siberia.
Let me see if I can spell that.
S-I-B-E-R-I-A.
dog.
S-I-D. Oh.
No,
that's Siberia.
Yeah, Sunduki. Yeah, D-U-K-I. Sorry.
Okay.
I know there's a slight delay.
Sunduki what?
Siberia.
It's in Russia, right there where it says Russia.
Oh, Russia.
Click on that one.
Did you say Siberia?
All right, so that. There you go. This is another weird monument. Let's see what this one says. A Russian scientist believes the remote Siberian rock formation may be the first place that humanity began to follow the movements of the heavens. Sunduki, known as the Siberian Stonehenge, is a series of 8 sandstone outcrops in the Republic of Caucasia.
Okay. How old is that?
Professor Lorachev of the Institute of Archaeology claims that the 16,000-year-old site was not only a place of huge religious significance in the ancient world, but also the stargazing capital. That's where you would probably go out and take your date to go look out at the stars.
Stargazing?
Yep.
And you know what's trippy about all of this stuff? And it might be not funny to y'all, but how in the world are they get the grass so pretty?
Who's mowing that lawn, right?
Yeah, it's a nice lawn. That's a nice lawn right there.
Where are they plugging into? That's so funny. I'm thinking, who's doing the lawn?
I'm going there.
It ain't overran. It's like all neat.
That's funny. E-Man, that's a good observation.
Yeah.
How to get the lawn so nice. Maybe that's what the Stonehenge was used for, cleaning the lawn.
I'm telling you, brother. You don't see no overbrush or nothing. You don't see no weeds.
Well, you know what it is. You know what it is. Everybody took their dates there, I guess they all took turns cleaning the place up.
Probably. Oh, that's.
Yeah. They probably took turns.
E-Man, can you take us to Lake Michigan Stonehenge?
Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan.
Really?
That's close to home.
I must just hang up.
Hang on, Theresa. We're almost done.
He just popped up one day.
Yeah, that's kind of. Isn't that one underwater though? The one in Michigan.
It is. It's in the water. Be surprised. I'll talk about it right now. We'll try to get it going faster here. So there's a strange Stonehenge. Yes, scientists stumbled across a structure similar to Stonehenge at the bottom of Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Insanely, it's not new. It's actually old, but it went so underreported that nobody knew about it. In 2007, 40 feet below the surface of Lake Michigan.
How old is that one?
Good question.
Brian, did you say 2007? I thought they found that last year.
No, they found it in 2007, they said.
Oh, wow.
So how old is it?
40 feet deep. It's 40 feet deep.
No. How old? How old?
I don't know. They didn't say.
So it could have been found last year, and they just said they did it in 2007.
We're looking at another henge, Superhenge, England, number 22 now. Superhenge, England, okay?
Look at that. Stonehenge. So that obviously there was no water there when that was built. Otherwise they had to add snorkels on or something.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Superhenge.
That looks like from ancient times.
Let me know when you got Superhenge.
Superhenge? I want to see Superhenge. Come on. Get out of you. I don't care about
Superhenge, where?
Let's look at Superhenge.
In England?
Yes. There you go. In England, yeah.
Really? England has Superhenge? Where's Superhenge?
Yeah, the remains of a massive stone monument 15 times the size of Stonehenge and located 2 miles away from the famous site was recently discovered. Why are they saying recently discovered? That's crazy.
It was recently discovered?
Like we would have found this.
That's what I'm saying.
Only 2 miles away from the regular site?
Discovered 2015 was when it was discovered.
Yeah,
newly discovered Superhenge dwarfs regular Stonehenge. Look at that.
And look at that grass.
How? Yeah, look at that grass. The grass is perfect.
Yeah,
Maybe you could build a hinge. Could you build a hinge?
I need to get this hinges around my yard. I ain't got to worry about nobody cutting it no more.
No, you just build a hinge around it and it's perfect. It makes me laugh more.
Brian's laugh is contagious.
I know, he's like, now, this is 2 miles away from Stonehenge, and nobody ever flew over this and saw it. Is that what you're telling me? We have airplanes, you know.
What's them rocks right there? Oh, no, there ain't nothing.
Not what I'm saying is, we have airplanes. So, how can you tell me it was just discovered?
And it's been that big.
Nobody ever flew over this site before. Is that what you're telling me?
Because
bull crap.
Out with airplanes, didn't you know that?
What?
They just came out with airplanes this year.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay.
That's why they didn't know about the Nazca lines. I mean,
see? Yeah, they just came out.
No, you know what happened? This is what happened. You know, they moved the engine up and they couldn't see out that window.
Oh, okay.
No, that's because somebody was mowing it. That's why they.
Somebody was mowing it. They couldn't see it. There was like grass cuttings in the air.
They were hiding it. Yeah.
Hiding it. Yeah.
But I mean, it makes you think. Like I said, the Nazca lines. Come on, man. They've been there a million times, and they just realized certain things.
Yeah. 20,000 years they've been sitting there. They literally have aliens sitting over there mummified, and you're telling me you didn't see the lines?
Right.
Really?
Maybe they had them camouflaged.
Yeah, they camouflaged them, all right. They were made to be seen by the air.
I think they're just coming clean with all this stuff because of Google Earth, and they can't really hide it anymore. So
yeah, they just we described it. We saw it last year. Really? Huh. Amazing.
Who told me about this new super volcano? We got this super volcano forming in New England now.
Really? Where at?
You hear about it? It's on Fox News.
Where?
Brand new effect.
Yeah.
Brian, did you show him the link that I sent you? I posted it in the group.
Show me the volcano. Well, I want to see the volcano first. Show me this volcano.
Super volcano is brewing under Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And what happens if this one blows off?
So, how come we never knew about this before?
I'm near this place. Holy crap.
It's a new ME.
You can't live anywhere, can
Gloria?
you?
I may be coming down your way.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, you know what? When you look at these things, you have to wonder: is it man-made? Is it real?
Yeah. You know, is it bull crap?
Seriously, I don't know what to believe anymore.
I'm driving to you because I live near this place.
Dude, we have like pink flying dolphins over here. I don't know if you're gonna like it.
Oh crap! Pink flying dolphins. That's not good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like pink flying dolphins.
But these things, I mean, how could they just figure this out? You know, Vermont has a
right.
You know.
Oh yeah. By the way, there's a huge volcano under. We forgot to tell you. Okay.
It supposedly erupts because they know how to manipulate this stuff, and then they can.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
they created it. They created it, and then they said, "Oh, by the way."
Exactly.
By the way, and while we're at it, we're going to tell you about the Superhenge over there.
Right, and then they're going to find King Kong in New York City.
And the Nazca lines. Did we tell you about the Nazca lines yet? We didn't tell you about that.
What?
And yeah, the flying dolphins are pink. They're over there, and So,
here's the thing. Like me and E-Man were talking about this earlier, and there's a Mandela effect with sweet potatoes. We now have purple sweet potatoes, and how come I'm just now seeing his video?
Purple what? It seems like
sweet potatoes.
We have purple sweet potatoes now.
Purple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't purple.
I've never heard of those before.
No, they were like orange, right?
Oh wait, I think they came out with those when they started putting arsenic in the.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to talk about that? You want to talk about the sweet potatoes real quick?
Oh, the arsenic laced sweet potatoes, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little cotton in there.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah,
you sweet potato donuts.
Ooh, sweet potato donuts. I like purple sweet potato donuts. Look at that pie. Sweet potato pie.
No, they're real, you guys. Definitely real. I've never seen them personally.
Gloria, make some sweet potato pie with purple sweet potatoes.
Yeah, where do you get them though, Brian? Is it in this
there?
Where are they?
E-Man, you did this video like a year ago.
Where were they?
Brian, do you have the link so I can post it in the group?
What, sweet potato pie?
The link to
no, purple ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Purple sweet potatoes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I bet you those go really good with the cotton candy grapes, Brian.
I bet it would.
I've definitely got to try some cotton candy grapes.
I want cotton candy grapes, yeah.
But
now they have purple strawberries, right? They're purple, I think, or pink. No, they're purple. They're blue. Yeah. Blue strawberries.
And white.
Blue strawberries.
White strawberries.
Blue strawberries.
We could take those and put them on the sweet potato pie.
Theresa, your portion here, because we're getting on to the end of the show here. Do you want to go ahead and share what you've got?
Well, I want some help with Gloria because she knows what happened too. Gloria?
Tell me.
Okay, go ahead.
Go for it.
Tell me.
No, I need your help with it.
Okay, well, tell me. Come on, I'm listening.
Well, remember when I was posting in the group about the changes I was seeing in my book here? I have a book here that's called
it was changing every day.
The presidents.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they hadn't yet happened. They hadn't yet happened. And now they have.
What do you mean?
Gloria, explain that. Sorry, I'm just getting a little tired.
Theresa, about 3 weeks ago, I want to say, right, Theresa? About 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Theresa has a book on Mount Rushmore. And
well, actually, it's about presidents.
Yeah, the presidents. So she was going through the pictures, and she noticed, what is it, Abraham, right? Abraham Lincoln?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Abraham Lincoln. She looked at the picture, and she says, wait a minute. She goes, something is trying to morph on the side of his face. So she sent it to me. She sent it to Corey. I guess she sent it to Brian. And we were looking at it, and we were like, wait a minute. Something's happening to the side of his face. And I went online, and I researched the pictures, and it wasn't on any of the pictures on Google, but it was only in her book. So I told her, I said, Theresa, you need to document that, post that in the group, and just keep an eye on it. And it turns out that somebody had said 2 days ago that, his something on the side of his face is morphing into something. So I was like, wow. So her book actually seen it before it actually happened in real time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
got that documented. She's got that documented.
And again,
that's not Brian, right, Brian?
I have to do a big shout out. We got Reality Shifter in the chat. Hey, what's up,
Reality? Hey.
What's going on, brother?
How are you?
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to break conversation. Go ahead.
Oh, you broke conversation. Stop it. You're always rambling. Go ahead.
It seems like my book is showing things before it's happening.
Wow.
Theresa, the other thing that happened the same day that I told you about that 2 days ago, do you remember 3 days ago, me and Theresa were talking on the phone. We were talking about Marilyn Monroe, and she turns around really quick, like under her breath, and she goes, wait a minute. She goes, her beauty mark doesn't look right. And we didn't get into it, and then we just started talking, whatever. And then I noticed yesterday that Marilyn Monroe's beauty mark is now on her cheek.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, I've seen it happen before.
Didn't it used to be down by her mouth?
Yeah, but then it moved a little bit, remember? Everybody was like, no. No, it's on her cheek, Harold. So I took a picture. I took a picture of it and I sent it to Theresa, and I'm like, you were right. You said her beauty mark didn't look right to you the other day.
I think I'm seeing things before things are happening. Does that make sense?
I don't know. You called it. And now when you look at, and then I went to the store yesterday. I took a picture of Marilyn Monroe, which somebody had painted a picture of her without a beauty mark, which I thought was weird because she's like famous for that beauty mark.
Yeah, right.
He didn't put that on her face, so I thought that was kind of weird. And now it's on her cheek.
Wow.
So, yeah. That's you got to look into that. That's and nobody's talking about it.
And also on Lincoln's head, I don't know if it's actually showed up yet, but it was a cross at one time. Remember, Brian? Because I said it looks like a cross, like where he got shot at in the head. Remember, Lincoln?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then a few days later, now it looks like an airplane.
Wow.
Yeah, that changed. And then he's got this weird line going down the side of his face.
Huh.
Which actually changed again, because now it looks really skinny.
Huh.
It actually changed again, Gloria. Remember the line down his face was thick?
Yeah, but the thing with the
now it's thin. It's thin now.
Teresa, when you found the cross, you sent me the picture of the cross, and then the next day you sent me a picture and said, "Look, doesn't it look like an airplane?" And then it morphed to an airplane. So it happened in the book before it actually changed in the picture.
Yes.
I'm not surprised because maybe they're updating the literature before they actually do it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Well, let me see what year. I'm curious to see what year this book is. Maybe that. Let me see. It's not a new book. I know that.
Hey, let me ask the older generation out there, okay? And I say older generation, not. I don't mean to say that old, okay? But let me ask you guys, what do you remember about boys and girls? What they're made of?
Sugar and spice.
Spice and everything nice. And snakes and snakes and snails and puppy dogs' tails.
It changed.
Wait, hold on. You remember snakes?
Yep.
Now it's snips.
Snips?
Snips and snails and puppy dog tails.
Nope, it used to be snakes.
Yeah, but snakes doesn't even sound right, though.
It was snakes and snails and puppy dog tails.
That sounds like dangerous, boy.
Yeah.
2001.
Yeah, and boys are dangerous.
Hey, Dawn, I don't know why you don't have a wrench.
Dawn in there?
Dawn is going to be on with us this Friday.
Oh! Dawn said hi. Hi, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, what's the purpose of a wrench, Brian?
What?
What's the purpose of a wrench?
Purpose of a wrench is to help control the trolls.
Yeah.
And
it gives them moderator status.
Mine.
Yeah, you guys, if anyone is causing trouble in the chat, please use your wrench and do what you have to do, okay?
Yeah.
Pop them over the head.
T.O.
Brian?
Yes.
Is it okay if I throw a shout out to my shows that are coming up?
Yeah, you can mention your upcoming. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I have a couple of channels. One of them is our Mandela Effect Stories. We're gonna be doing new shows. They're coming up. I'm lining up a lot of guests. And also I started a new channel, which is called Conspiracy or Is It the Truth?
Wow.
And that one is going to be starting shortly, and it's going to be live. And I've got some guest announcers, which are going to help me. One of them is, I think, Meegs, and also Joanne Steen, and others.
Oh,
so that's, if you guys want to go ahead and go over there and click the subscription for because they're going to be live shows. They're not going to be podcasts.
Do you
have the link for it, guys? Can you put the link somewhere? You can go ahead and post it in the Facebook group as well, Harold, if you like.
Hey, I thought you said Joe Osteen. I was like, what?
I thought Joe Osteen too.
No.
I'm about to say, whoa, boy.
Harold, I got the perfect guest for you. Yes, I do, and he's actually in the chat for the conspiracy one. Excellent.
Okay.
And his name is Brian S, and he's in the chat.
Oh, he'd be perfect.
Have him contact me.
Is there a way that you could put that link in there, or?
I'm working on it now. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
And so I think everybody that came over from the dual show that we running tonight. Some of the people came over here. I see Nauticus and 73. She was over there. So some of them just came over here. And so I still got about 12 still left over there. So I want to thank everybody for joining Brian's show. and listen to all our,
Brian.
Brian is the Stone Master.
And where's Gloria? Gloria. Where are you?
Actually, Brian S. does a really great conspiracy page he has, and he'd be
okay. Well, like I said, he can contact me, and I'm trying to see if I find one for her. I don't know where you are, Gloria.
And then we got Theresa. We got Theresa over here, the best.
Yeah, I'm looking for you on this thing here, and I don't see you.
I went to that vortex wall. I'm in that vortex wall.
I see that. You're in the vortex wall again. Get out of the vortex. Get out of it.
It's funny you guys talked earlier about Jesus making a peace sign on the cross, the crucifix. At church, we had one up with him doing the peace sign as well. I noticed that was strange. So, but it might be only certain crucifixes, you know. It might not be all of them.
Somebody said read 1 Corinthians.
Okay, Brian.
Yep.
1 Corinthians 12.
Yep.
I sent you a link. I sent Gloria a link, and I sent Theresa a link. So if you guys could put it up, that'd be great. You know, just put it on there.
Okay.
Hey, Harold. Harold.
Yeah.
Will you also post it in the Facebook group? Because I really want to join it myself, and my members might want to join it. Yes, please post it and in there.
Okay.
Any new shows you have coming up or
all right.
groups or anything, yeah, please post in there.
Okay.
I love it. You have my permission to do it.
Thank you.
I just subscribed to your channel. Number 1. I'm your first subscriber.
First subscriber. Look at that. Number 1. So
give me that link too, so I can support you.
Okay. Can you send it? Can you send it to He-Man?
Yeah. Go ahead, Harold. You can do it.
I don't know how to send it that way. You.
But if you put it when we talking, I will give it.
Yeah, we'll forward it.
Okay. Hold on.
We were posting my group in this chat, right, Gloria?
Okay. Here.
E-Man, I'm gonna send it to you in Hangouts. Will that work?
There it is. Yeah. Okay, it's in Hangouts now.
Okay, there you go.
I heard it. So.
Yeah, it's there.
Hey, that's a dreadful sound I hate to hear, because boy, when it started going, boy, you gotta cut off them notifications real fast.
Yeah, I know.
Theresa, did you want to talk about anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Can I show some awesome residue?
Yeah, you sure can. We can do that. Hit me. You know, like they say in blackjack, hit me.
I really want to show the residue for the Raisin Bran. That was amazing. That was never been seen before. Never.
What's that one song by Blondie? Hit me with your best shot.
Yeah.
Baby, one more time. I forgot who that was.
That's Brittany.
Hey, Brian.
Huh? Oh, hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah.
I think that changed too.
Yeah, I think now it's only called One More Time or something, or Baby One More Time.
Check this here. You want to share some of this?
Yeah. Hit me.
So, as you guys know, I've been posting a lot of residue in the group. And this residue I just found today has never been seen before. I have no idea how I found it, but I found it, and it's brand new residue, like Raisin Bran residue, and I'm like shocked at it, like brand spanking new.
It's smoking hot off the press.
I'm just shocked that I found it. Like, seriously. Sorry if it's not cleaned up the pictures, because I took screenshots off my computer, so it might look a little weird.
Okay. So
it's like I said, it's brand new, never seen in Facebook, never seen.
Yeah, you got some more you're gonna share?
Yeah, I sent it to you. Go ahead. I didn't clean up the pictures very good. I apologize, guys.
It's fine. Here's a couple pictures of Raisin Bran, and they're.
Check these out.
Notice Notice this kid wearing sunglasses, but the sun is not. That's one of those ambiguous pictures where you see one Mandela and the other one's not. Here's another one. There's a picture. 2 scoops, got him, and the sun. What does he have on? Sunglasses.
There's more coming. Like I said, I was shocked when I found this, guys. This is residue, never seen before by me, and I just came across it, just searching other ways, and I found it. I was just like shocked. I was like, wow.
Guys, please, you can submit your residue to me, but you can also post it on Theresa's site. Her Facebook is Reality Residue Hunter.
You want to show there a little bit more of it, Brian?
Yeah, I'm showing in the picture of the sun. Team Fun Summer merch. It's like a knockoff of Raisin Bran, right?
Yes.
Look at the sun.
Yes.
That's weird, isn't it? Really weird.
I mean, you can clearly see that they're depicting the sunglasses as well on the sun. You know, the Raisin Bran, because I remember the sunglasses on the Sunny. That's the name of the mascot for Raisin Bran. His name is Sunny, and he is known for wearing the sunglasses. Which now, of course, when you look at the Raisin Bran cereal, you don't see it no more. So it seems like a lot of glasses are coming off people's eyes, like Tom Cruise's glasses, which is another example. And I think what they're trying to say is take off your glasses and see the truth. That's the message I'm getting. Take off those glasses and look.
Wow.
That's the message I'm getting.
That makes sense, Theresa.
It almost sounds like they live. When the guy
slips on
the glasses, he sees the truth. Or in this case, you're taking them off to see the truth.
Oh, you gave me the chills with that one. That was good, Theresa.
Well, that's the message I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Because if you're wearing glasses, you can't see very good. But once you take them off, your eyes are going to see the whole picture.
That's so true. Wow. Great analogy. Great. Pretty good.
Thank you. That was my analogy, guys.
Yeah, very good. It gave me the chills.
I'm sorry. I told Brian before several times, I've talked to him about this. I said, Brian, I think these Mandela effects have messages within them. Yeah. Now, whether we're supposed to be able to decipher them, I think there's messages for all the Mandela effects.
Yeah.
I know some of them are very confusing, but there's reasons why they're the way they're coming out. You know, either they're losing an S or they're gaining an S, like or the J.C. Penney.
The risky business, the glasses too. So that kind of makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Wow. Same idea. Any other things you can remember the glasses came off of?
Don't know.
Or was that pretty much it? And Dolly losing her braces, the glimmer, the brightness. You don't see the brightness no more.
Like, yeah, wow. Like you don't need glasses to look at her.
Yes, yes. Now you're getting what I'm saying. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
And also the another one that I'm gonna probably post tomorrow is, you know, the cheese cow, the laughing cow.
Yeah.
He lost his gold ring off his nose. I don't know how many people in your audience remember the laughing cow cheese. Well, he used to have a gold ring, and it was funny. I asked a lady in Walmart on Sunday, not even Mandela effect. She was standing looking at the cheeses, and I said, "Hey, remember this brand here?" She goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Remember the laughing cow?" She goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Do you remember the gold ring on them?" And she goes, "Yeah." And she's not even affected. And she looked down, and I said, "Look at it." And she went, "What?" I said, "Yeah. Do you remember the gold ring?" And she's like, "Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
So that's another item that's gold and shiny that's now disappearing.
Well, here the thing that we've learned tonight on tonight's episode, that nothing is ever set in stone. According to all these changes that we're seeing, you know, different Stonehenges everywhere. We're seeing changes in statues, changes in paintings. You know, your reality is not the same as it was. You know, like Forrest Gump says, life was like a box of chocolates, and he should say is, but it's was. So, I just think we just need to keep on the bright side of things and don't let the world around us bother us too much.
Well, as long as me and Theresa don't wake up with a mustache, we're all right, right, Theresa?
But Brian, there's too many body changes. Did you talk about the heart? Heart changing?
Hold on. I would definitely read the ingredients that are in your products. Don't just or put them on you. Make sure you're reading the ingredients. Okay, what you're putting in your body, because your body is a temple of God.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Theresa. What were you saying?
What?
What were you saying, Theresa?
I don't remember now. I was talking about all the body changes we keep having. That one scares me the most.
Yeah, that one is the.
And it's funny because my non-Mandela / friend Ross has been complaining about his back lately, especially where the changes at the top are. Not even knowing that we're having these body changes, he's been complaining a lot about his back, which I thought was weird. He never complains about his back.
I know 3 people, including myself. You know me with the calves that have been killing me for the last few days.
Yeah.
3 people complaining about their backs, and they don't. They're not aware of it. Yeah, they're not aware.
And then, that's like my friend / boss. He's not even affected, but he's sitting there complaining about it. I'm like, oh, what's wrong?
But the
and he's just like telling me, it's bizarre.
It is bizarre. It is.
So it is affecting everybody, not just the affected people. It's affecting people that are not even awake, and they're getting affected.
Yeah. Brian, can I say something like really quick? I just want to say that I think it's really sad that people that are experiencing the Mandela effect are starting to attack one another, and it's causing a division. And I think it's really sad because in the beginning, everybody was in it together, and it didn't matter who had channels. It didn't matter how many subscribers you have and who mirrored off of who. And I think it's really, really sad that now it became like a competition for some people.
No, it shouldn't be, Gloria.
No, I know.
We should all be one big family.
But you know what?
I think the thing is, I had a conversation with somebody else earlier. I said the problem is sometimes we can get too common with people, and I know we're a family because we all have one purpose. But sometimes if you stay around somebody too long, or you think you're common with them, you start having issues.
But the thing is, we're all in this together, and I mean, reality's changing before our very eyes, and it still doesn't stop the fighting.
It's scary. It's scary, Gloria.
But the thing is, I think what's happening is we have emotions. Everybody have all kinds of emotions, and then some people have their own.
Man, it's becoming a popularity thing with some channels. It really is. It's like, fresh off the press, Mandela, and everybody's stepping on each other's toes. And it's not about that. And people say a lot of hurtful things. And Brian's channel is the only one who doesn't do that.
Well, I don't do that either.
Well, I know you, and I know you don't either. But I'm saying, just there are quite a few out there that are doing that. And it's very sad because we all found each other, and it shouldn't be this way.
Hey guys, Brian's got a big heart, and he would never hurt anybody. Right, Brian?
That's because everybody got their own agenda.
Yeah.
People got their own agenda, and you gotta. Some people, it's like the race is not given to the swift, but he that can do it to the end. Some people just run real fast off the hot cakes, and then they get their own emotions tied up in it. And that's just human nature. You have that in everything. You had that in churches, you had that in your job. So
I know, but the Mandela effect community is different, E-Man. We're a rare breed, and I just wish that we could all get back together and just remember what this is all about, and just come together like we were like a year ago. Where there was animosity and everybody, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, because it just confuses it. Like if God is doing this to wake us up, then why there's so many bad people that are waking up at the same time? It kind of throws a wrench.
Well, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's the job. We can't fault the enemy of doing what he's supposed to do. We just have to get
I just want things to be different. I just wish that people just came came together once again and stopped and say, hey, you know what? This is not about subscribers. This is not about anything but just us finding each other and starting a new world, starting a new reality.
Well,
you know.
Here's my thoughts on mirroring videos, and let me make this clear, okay? The reason why we do it, okay, for one thing, is not only to get the information out there, but also give people credit where necessary, and to make sure that their subscriber base increases as well. You know, because if they're putting out good information, I like to make them known. And Life Matrix does do really good videos, and that's the reason why I shared it. You know, and it's not about you know, it's about bringing subscribers and also sharing information, and that's my bottom line. You know, we're just trying to get the information out there. And Life Matrix was very generous enough to let me come on his show the first time, and I was so nervous. It took me half an hour to get my.
I was on his show too, and I loved going on his show, Brian.
It took me half an hour to get the nerves to get up and talk on a show, but and that comes from me of all things. Ironically, I took acting school for 2 years. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just wish we could all just. Can't we all just get along?
I think the problem is that.
Hey, Brian, check the chat. Brian, check the chat right now.
That's the enemy. That's the enemy's job, though. Until we realize,
put him in a timeout.
Until we realize how he's coming, we don't know how to deal with it. And so we know that it's going to be, there's going to be people that don't match. Everybody, we all got different personalities, and so it's up to people like Brian and me, the host, to know who match together, because everybody don't match well together, and so.
But it's sad. It's really sad. That's all. But you know what? If that's how people want to be, we can't change it. So let it be. Yeah. But it's sad. That's all.
I'm letting everyone in the chat. I'm giving you permission. You can mirror any one of my videos. I don't care, as long as you put the word mirror in the front, that's fine. I don't really care. Mirror all my videos.
Oh, Brian, you I mean, you mad at me because I remember in the beginning, I ain't put mirror. I just put your name. I put your name in your logo, but like, yeah, this came from Brian.
And we have a lot of fun on my channel. And the important thing is to have, at the end of the day, to have a smile on your face, and see, we do just that. That's our goal, is to get the information out there in a loving and fun way, And
I don't really think it's the old timers. I really don't. I mean, I don't think it's the old timers where it's coming from. The people that was in the beginning, I don't think we have issues with one another. I mean, I remember it was me, Moneybag 73, you, who else? PYA. Who else? It was at least about 15 people that I remember, and we don't seem to have issues with each other.
Exactly. Exactly. There's always a bad grape in the bunch, I guess. It's natural with chaos theory.
Right.
But we try our best to get the word out there. That's all my purpose is. I'm not going to feed the evil or anything associated with that sort of thing. So I try to stay on the bright side of everything. And like Tom says, there's a circus. What does he call it? A circus or amusement park in Mandela Effect?
He said, "Welcome to the greatest show on earth."
That's right, the greatest show on earth. That's right. Mandela Effect.
Well, on that note, I hope God blesses everybody.
Yes.
And I hope.
Go ahead. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Does E-Man want to say? I just want to say, I just hope that God blesses all of us, and He holds our hands, and we wake up, and the division goes away, and we could all just be friends and serve the purpose, because there is a purpose to all this, and if we divide, we're not going to see the purpose in front of us, and I want Him to give us the strength to do that, and to open our eyes and hold our hand through the whole thing. And maybe we could create a different reality where everything is just perfect and beautiful, because we are the awakened ones. And I think it's very important that we don't fall off track. And I just want to say God bless all of you.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Lori. Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. You want to lead us out with a prayer?
Yes.
Yes, amen. Father God, I thank you for all the information that you have given us, God. Let us soak it in. Let us absorb all the information to know how to present it to others, God. We thank you for everybody that's on the panel, God. We thank you for every last person that's on the chat, God. Let something that was said in this video that somebody click on later help them to wake up to the changes or help them to understand, God. We thank you for unity. We thank you for your peace and your love, God. We love one another and we love you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Hey, have a good night, you guys. Did everybody get a chance to say everything they wanted to say? I want to make sure that everyone had everything off their chest tonight. Did everyone get a chance?
Well, apparently, yeah.
Okay. And guys, please help E-Man get his subscriber base up, because he really does a great job getting the God's word out there, and as well as spreading the Mandela effects and stuff like that.
Thank you, Brian. See, I love that man. I love that man.
Hey, we're trying to help each other out, you know? We're a family.
That's it. Thank you, Brian, man.
Aww.
Thanks, you guys. Have a great Mandela Effect night, everyone, and God bless. Thanks, Harold, for sharing your stuff too, okay?
Thank you, Harold.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you,
Theresa.
Harold. Thank you, E-Man.
Keep being Theresa, boy. Keep coming.
That was my first time.